Hi, I'm Kevin Castaneda, and this is Kev's Mindset, where we talk everything finance, investing, mindset, and productivity. And today we're going to be talking about the recalibration of Bitcoin and its software and how that affects miners and how that could be a very, very good thing for us investing in Bitcoin. Go ahead and smash the like button if you do enjoy this video. So it would very much help me and it supports the channel as a whole. Also, go ahead and subscribe if you are interested in watching more of my content in the future. So go ahead and hit that, and let's get straight into the video. Okay, so to start it off, China basically had said previously, as you may or may not know, that miners will no longer be able to mine Bitcoin within China. The reason for this is because China thinks that they should ban Bitcoin. And the reason they think they should ban Bitcoin is not exactly transparent from their government. However, we can assume they're a communist country. They don't want anything to like go against their own currency, because why would a government that is already communist and is already like going against people's rights and is very big on censoring certain things and stuff like that, why would they go ahead and allow a huge currency that was at over $1 trillion market cap, that was becoming more accepted and widely accepted, and it's being currency of some new countries like El Salvador and stuff like this? If all these things are going on, and if there's so much legitimizing going on in the Bitcoin and crypto as a whole, like if we're seeing crypto get so much bigger and so much more popularized and being accepted, this scares a country like China, because China likes to control everything that goes on within China. Like, maybe they give a little freedom when it comes to businesses and such. However, it's not ultimate freedom, no matter what they say, because there's still some sort of Chinese influence on all these businesses. So that's one thing. The one thing is that, okay, China in the first place has done this thing where they're like, hey guys, we don't want you to mine Bitcoin anymore. We don't want anything to do with Bitcoin because it competes against our own currency. That's kind of the mindset of China, of the Chinese government at the time, right? And so now we know, okay, basically half of the miners have gone dark, because more than 50% of Bitcoin's hash rate was coming from China, because there was a large portion of the miners were from China. And that's why when Elon Musk made kind of this organization where they get the miners and everything, and they get all the people surrounding Bitcoin to go and talk, and it's under one organization where they get to talk about what they can do, what they shouldn't do, etc. And the reason this idea sounded so awful was because, okay, there's a bunch of miners and most of them are in China. So if most of them are in China, then why does it matter that there is a new organization that was created? Well, at first it didn't, but now at first we saw, okay, China is no longer accepting or allowing Bitcoin to be mined, nor are they supporting the use of Bitcoin, right? So a lot of people saw this as a bad thing. And it continuously was a bad thing, because people were like, oh, Bitcoin's hash rate is going to fall, and there's not going to be as many people interested in Bitcoin and such, right? However, this is far from the truth. The truth is that, okay, yes, Bitcoin's hash rate did fall momentarily, and a lot of the miners have gone dark because they're just not capable of mining at the time, and so they're trying to move, they're trying to see what they can do. Correct. But now we have this other thing where it's like, okay, now this gives opportunity to those countries that are willing to be like, okay, come on in and take in all that revenue, take in all those miners, and say, hey, come on in. And that's great for us to see. It also allows us to track the usage and the mining of Bitcoin much more. And now we're seeing Bitcoin's like mining and the shift and the algorithm and everything be very, very good. In this article by CNBC, we can clearly see that mining has gone to a new level now, and mining is much better now. And now with this shift away from China is actually very positive, even though it did have a momentarily like downside to it. But net, long term, it's actually very good, and it's great for us to see. So very excited about this. I think that we will see a lot of great progression in the long term, and also in like the mid term. I think short term we had a lot of fears about everything, and I think now we're kind of at this point where it's like either we get really big fear and we crash down to like the 19,000s levels, or we chill here for a little while because we settled and we're no longer in fear of a lot of things that are going on within Bitcoin or within crypto in general. I think that we're kind of settled down now. We're past the Elon FUD, we're past the Tesla stopping to use it, we're past the tweets, we're past China, we're past all these things at this point, and now we're kind of just in this point where we're like, okay, what's going on? And now we see that Bitcoin is becoming more profitable to mine after it's moved away from China. And the reason for this is because the algorithm shifts based on what is going on. So now that the algorithm is shifted, we now have a 28% increase in profitability, which is great for miners, and it gives a lot of companies a great opportunity. A great way to invest in this exact thing is something like Hut 8 Mining, which is a public company who are miners, and they have thousands of Bitcoins just holding them, and they're a huge company, and they're a North American based company, and this is great for us to know. So that's kind of a way that I think I'm going to play this. I think I'm going to go for actual companies that are mining Bitcoin as opposed to the direct asset of Bitcoin, because this gives me more potential. It gives me potential future dividends. It gives me potential safety. When crypto comes down, it might not come down as much, because like you can see, if the same way with an option, the same, like if you buy a stock and the stock goes down 5%, you go down 5%. But if an option, it could go down 20%, 30%, 40%, even though the share only went down 5%. So I kind of see that the same way when it comes to altcoins or to alternatives. When Bitcoin goes down like 10%, you're going to see altcoins go down 20, 30% potentially. So it's kind of like an option, in my opinion, when it comes to other altcoins, because they all move together. No matter what the project is, like whatever, they all move very similarly. So that'll be all for this video. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and smash that like button if you did, and also go ahead and subscribe if you want more content like this. Also, let me know in the comments section down below what you think about Bitcoin, what you think about the hash rate, what you think about us moving away from China, and about the future of Bitcoin. Thank you so much for watching all the way till this point of this video, and I'll see you in the next one. This was Kev's Mindset.